Hi guys and welcome back to our FIFA 18 on the move career mode. Now I did say in the last episode that I was going to leave it a few days, so I have, so you guys had time to get your suggestions in on who to get in this January transfer window. So originally at the beginning of the last episode when we were talking about who we should go for, what kind of play we should go for, we were talking about a striker mainly because of how inconsistent our strikers have been. But then just before the episode ended, Sadio Mane got injured in training, he broke his collarbone and he's out for 2 months. So then our priorities shifted quite quickly, and the best suggestion, or the one that I deemed to fit more for our needs, was this one. So Christian Pulisic is going to be our main target in this window. It looks like we are going to have to pay between 24 and 33 million, which will pretty much take up our entire transfer budget. It did also mention in that comment as well to go for Pereira, but unfortunately he has only just recently moved to Atletico Madrid, so we won't be able to go for him, which is such a shame. It doesn't look like we'll be able to afford him anyway, to be completely honest, because we do have around 30 odd million to spend. So the first thing we are going to try and do is get Christian Pulisic. It would be an absolutely excellent signing, to be honest. It's a fantastic suggestion, and if we do get him, and then when Mane comes back, we can even put Mane up top with the likes of Niang or King, because there's plenty of pace there, and that's what I think is the way to go up top at the moment with pace, because as we know, Niang come in and he's done a fantastic job. He's not a natural striker, but he has done really well. So let's go for Pulisic now. So they said between 24 and 33 million. So we'll start the bid in about 25 million and see what they think about that. Let's hope they don't push up the asking price too much. Submit that and see what they say. 25 million. They want 26.4, which isn't bad if you ask me, considering he is actually only valued 22.5. I honestly thought they were going to ask for a lot more than that. So we'll settle on that 26 million-ish anyway, and then we'll delegate the contract talks. It's currently on 38,000 a week, so let's hope it doesn't mess things up like it did with the Dembele contract negotiations, when I did say a minimum offer 30k, and then they said that they wouldn't accept anything less than 30k, which isn't what I said. So let's hope that doesn't glitch out there. So we'll go from, we'll say 45k just to be safe, up to about 90k, because they do tend to go for the the lower ones anyway. So we'll leave that just for a short while and see how the contract negotiations go. Hopefully they do go well. And it has come back. The Christian Pulisic offer has been accepted. 5-year contract, 47.5k a week, which isn't bad whatsoever. So we have signed an absolute beast. I'm a massive fan of this guy. Let's get him onto the club and we'll stick him straight in the team. What a signing that is. Fantastic suggestion again. Now we do have a little bit remaining, 7.84 million, around 78k in the wage budget as well. With the transfer targets that you guys have suggested and the players that I put in the transfer hub, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to make any more signings. But what I will do in this episode, we'll run through all of these games, and I'll leave the episode just before the transfer window ends, so then you guys get another chance to put some suggestions forward in case you think we should maybe sell someone to get some more funds. But as of right now, I'm pretty happy with the squad that we have got. But if you guys obviously do have any suggestions, and I believe that they're perfectly good for the series and for the squad, then by all means I will go for that. But now let's get into the first game of the episode, and it looks like Pulisic will be making his debut today. We have Crotone, who we did open the season against. It was a 5-0 win away from home. But let's just have a look at how they are doing in the table. They're just above the relegation zone, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be an easy win today. So the squad we are going to go with is this one. I think it's a very strong lineup. We do have Rodriguez, Bonucci, Masaccio and Abate across the back, Chanaloglu, Kessie, Barkley in midfield, along with Pulisic, who's going to be making his debut with King and Niang up front. I'm just going for straight up pace up top at the moment, because that seems to be our best form of attack right now. So let's get into the game. And here we are, guys, at the San Siro, welcoming Crotone. Pulisic, it's just shown him then, just really quickly. He does have that yellow sort of wristband, hand, almost like a bandage, whatever you want to call it, or wrist guard on his wrist, and it's yellow, which is quite annoying. I could probably adjust that, maybe. We'll have to see. It does. Little things like that do frustrate me a little bit. But here we go, and here is Pulisic straight away from kickoff, bombing down the right hand side. He does have a lot of pace, and loses the ball. Now here is Pulisic again. Gives it to Joshua King. Does find Pulisic again. Nicely done from Pulisic. Oh, this is nicely played from Pulisic with the effort, and he's gone just wide. Fantastic start from Pulisic. Real danger on the ball. Rodriguez is now bombing forward, needs support, tries to get in towards Pulisic. He knocks it in towards King, and it's in! It's a fantastic goal, fantastic finish. And it is 1-0. Joshua King linking up nicely with Pulisic. Lovely football beforehand, and it's a very, very good finish. Rodriguez bombing forward, dinks it in towards Pulisic, straight into the path of King, and he just placed it into that near post. What a move that was. It's 1-0. Go on, King. Well played. Still King. Only as far as Barkley. He has an effort, and it's hit the bar and gone in. What a strike from Ross Barkley. He's been really, really inconsistent this season. He'll have one game when he's absolutely incredible, and the next he's almost unrecognisable. But what a goal and what a strike that is from Barkley. It's an absolutely incredible finish. We knew that he was capable of this before we signed him, and that's exactly why we did sign him. What a strike. And it's 2-0. And there goes the half-time whistle, guys. And Pulisic has definitely been the man of the moment. His pace and his close control is really, really shining in this game. Absolutely loving it. Nicely done from Chanaloglu. He does hit one from distance. It's a good save. Nicely played by Rodriguez. Gets it towards Barkley. Can he get there first? He can. And it's a good save. It's our first real clear-cut chance of this second half. And there goes the full-time whistle, guys. Now that second half was completely dead compared to the first. Crotone just seemed to come out into the second half and just have every man behind the ball. They were just sat on the edge of their own area the entire time. It was almost impossible to get any form of clear-cut opportunities. We were just whipping balls into the box for the sake of it. But that suits us in a way. We still won the game 2-0, and Christian Pulisic definitely for me was absolutely incredible. What a fantastic signing that was, and again a fantastic suggestion by you guys. Now guys, this is the first game in the cup that we have this season against Sassuolo. It's the round of 16 in the Coppa Nazionale, and as I've explained before in the past in several episodes now, and I'll just do it one more time because I'll end up repeating myself and you guys will probably get really frustrated. Cup competitions in this series aren't the priority. It's all about the league table and getting a better finish than the previous season for whatever club we are with. With the cup tournaments, it's just a case of we'll simulate the games. If we get to, like, say, the semis or something like that, or we're against a really big team, then we'll play them, but they really aren't a massive priority for us, like I've said. So we're going to simulate the majority of cup games in this series. If we get far, we get far, which is fantastic. If not, it isn't a big deal necessarily. But we do win in this game against Sassuolo. We do have goals from Chanaloglu and King in that game, so that's fantastic. But like I say, if we do get into the later stages of the competition, then we will play them. But the league is the priority. So guys, after that round of 16 game against Sassuolo, there's been quite a lot of match rescheduling, which means that there aren't very many games left in this month, and we are immediately going into the quarter-final against Chievo, which again we are going to simulate. This game we're not too far into this competition. If it gets the semis, then yes, so we'll see how we do. We do lose 2-1, which is frustrating, but again it isn't massively important to us. But next up we do have Lazio, I think, in the league. Yes, we do have Lazio in the league, and then after that game we will end the episode because, like I said earlier, we do have a little bit of transfer funds remaining. So then you guys get one more opportunity to let me know who you think we should sell, who you think we should buy. But obviously with 7 million that we have right now, we're not going to be able to do too much with it. And here is the league table at the moment. Lazio, who we are about to play, are currently in 8th. We've jumped all the way up to 3rd, which is absolutely fantastic. We have a game in hand on the majority of the teams around us, and we have 2 games in hand over league leaders Juventus. Juventus are currently on 49 points. We are on 35. So we are 14 points behind them. So we can, if we do win the next 2 games, we can get a little bit closer to them. But even if the season did finish right now when we finished in third, that would be a successful season. As you guys know the rules, and I keep going over it and over and over and over it. But yes, so we're in a decent position right now. We're going to go to the San Siro and play Lazio. And we have made a couple of small changes. I brought Niang back down to a left winger from the striker position just to get us a bit more pace on the wings. And I put Silva up top. Instead, we have brought Chanaloglu off. So Silva and King will be partnered up top together. So let's get into the game. And here we are, guys, back at the San Siro, welcoming Lazio. I'm pretty sure in the reverse fixture we quite struggled against them from what I can remember. I don't know whether we drew 0-0 or it was our first loss of the season. I can't quite remember. But all I do remember is that we did struggle against them. So hopefully we can rectify that today and get ourselves a win. Now here is Pulisic, gets himself in a good position. Still Pulisic, tries to bend one out, and it's a pretty routine save for Moya to make. Here's Silva. Whips it in towards the back post, towards Pulisic. He gets his head on it, and it's in! And Pulisic gets his first goal for the club. And it's a very decent one as well. He's not the biggest of players. I didn't expect him to win that header, but he has. And he's headed it right at the near post to put us in the league. Silva whipping the ball in, and it's a good header, and it is 1-0. Come on, lads. Get it away, on straight away Immobile. I'm sure this is what happened last time we played them. I've just got deja vu. Straight from the kickoff. Put the ball in behind, and Immobile slips it past Donnarumma. It's a good run from Immobile. Masaccio, what are you doing, mate? Oh, and he's beat Donnarumma straight away. It's all square. Turn your man, well played, King. Still King with the effort. It's a good save. Go on, find your man. Find your man. He does. It's Silva. Can he finish it? He's hit it straight at the keeper, man. Still 1-1. It should be 2-1 by now. And there goes the half-time whistle, guys. So many nearly moments. Pulisic again has been really, really impressive down this right-hand side. It's just his pace that's causing mayhem for Lazio, but just the end product isn't quite there right now. Let's hope we can get ourselves back in front in the second half. Go on, Silva. Nicely came inside, and he's bent it just wide of goal. What a chance again that was. Oh, now here's Immobile again. He just walked through our defence. Get it away. Oh, they're walking through us again. Poor defending. Oh, get it away, get it away. And they've hit the post again and they've scored. It's just so poor, guys. It really, really is. Defensively shocking. Absolutely appalling. Barkley in particular there was so frustrating. He just let him walk straight past him. The attempted tackle was just comical. We could easily be 4 or 5-1 up here, guys, but we're going to let them get themselves in front. It's 2-1. And again, give it again. Now here's Pulisic. Can he get it? And he's hit it wide. It's so poor, the finishing, guys. It's almost worrying how many chances we're getting per game and not finishing them. Oh, that's just fantastic football. It is Silva now, and he's hit it wide. Oh, guys, this is getting daft. It really is. Oh, that's a lovely ball for Pulisic to run onto. It's still Pulisic. Very little support in the middle. It's still Pulisic. Get it in. Not a bad ball. Oh, still in the box. Headed by Barkley straight into the path of the keeper. And I think this is the way the game's going to end. We've had too many games like this when we've dominated and somehow come away with nothing. And there goes the full-time whistle, guys. It's just deja vu. We'll have one good game where we are brilliant, almost unplayable. And then there's this where we just can't score. 13 shots to Lazio's 4. They've took their chances again and we just can't. We've had 7 shots on target, so it's not like we're constantly missing the target. It's just not going in for us. And hopefully in upcoming games our luck changes, because I think it is literally luck of the draw. I know I'm not the best at FIFA, but some of those chances, they should be going in. The keepers are either making incredible saves or the players are just hitting it miles wide from 1-on-1 with the keeper. But anyway, guys, enough of that. I'm just getting a little bit sour, as you do with FIFA. So this is where the episode is going to end, guys. As you can see, we have 7.84 million in the transfer budget, so there's very little room for any more transfers coming in. Anyway, if there are any players that you think we should maybe sell, let me know. I'll quickly run through the team. As you can see, pretty much our first team there. Any players you see here, maybe comment and say, sell him and then try and buy him, or, whichever way you want to do it. So this is where we're going to end the episode, guys. Like I've said, if you have enjoyed the episodes, please hit that like button for me. It would be massively appreciated. And subscribe if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarni Army. The channel's Instagram account is in the description below, so be sure to follow that for early updates on upcoming content. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.